Roll call, Bonnie.
Dick.
Ed.
Bonnie, Stephanie. Okay, approve the agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I make the motion to approve the agenda.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Approval of the minutes, April monthly meeting, and can I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes as presented?
I make the motion to approve the April, monthly meeting minutes as presented.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Can I get a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
I make the motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Treasurer's report.
We'll have to go back on the agenda until the treasurer is here. Obviously running a little late.
Approval and pay of bills. Approval and pay of bills.
Okay, there's a lot of election wages.
Yeah.
And we had our quarterly meeting, they're all on their tables this month. And then the big one that you guys see on there, we're going to talk about is that's for our loan that we have to pay. But otherwise, everything is pretty normal.
Actually, that one made under
Yeah. Well, we gotta pay all those ladies for their services. We don't pay them enough, but what they do, but long day. I think we had 15-hour day, or 16-hour day.
It's a long day. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve and pay the bills?
I make a motion to approve and pay the bill.
Second motion.
Motion is carried.
You got anything for public works?
Yes.
Anything?
Yes, the television is completed and we expect to report at the next meeting for the collection system. So we'll see.
Is that totally complete?
Yeah.
Okay, because I talked to Ty yesterday about possibly be back next week.
Yeah, so you'll see the invoice once there's nothing. So
Okay.
we can see nothing yet.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to see the report so we see your collection line item. Yeah.
Okay.
Next month, figure.
Next month. Okay.
By the next meeting.
Do you know if you have the reports, you know what line is going to by the?
No, we won't know until they give us the report.
Okay, I thought they did before you said, oh, this one or that.
Well, I think there'll be one more thing than that, the easy one, is that thing or two fix.
Oh, great.
So,
No, hopefully not.
and the plant is running well. It's even down to 0.09 phosphorus. So with the cold weather, it works even better.
Nice.
So winter, we're through the winter, and we're ready for the summer, so.
Especially because it takes all the rain and stuff down,
The floods are gone, yeah, everything's back to normal, yeah.
so
We
we're
had
gonna
issues, we had issues with other plants, so. We're not alone with the flooding.
and some had it way worse than.
Yes, some places we stayed up all
And
night.
hopefully there's too.
So, I mean, we're ready to mine then, phosphorus reporting, the annual phosphorus report was due next month. And that's trending down, which helps the full suspended cells report. We're gonna have a conference call in 2 weeks after the holiday to talk with Nick, who's doing the modeling of water quality trading. And then once we get what our credits are going to be, we can take a look at the additional property we may need versus the sand filter, and it should be lower, it should work out, so it's trending the right way as well.
It's a very good,
Yes.
Keep continuing, we're not off the hook yet.
Well, because the water filter is still going to cost some money, but not $500.
Right.
$100,000.
which is,
Right,
yeah.
yeah, for price, it depends on how much land we need to purchase, if we have 3 acres that we can use, 2.5. So, we have two things to do, phosphorus and total suspended cells, TSS. That's the tricky part, that's what we're getting credits for. So we might need more land for the TSS. So,
And we don't have a ballpark kind of figure what we make?
not yet, no, this is not doing modeling, it's, Lake County.
Okay.
It's Pelletier.
Right.
Pelletier.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, well, you know.
I got,
You heard his name before?
no, I got an email.
Perfect.
Oh, he's
He's
the
the
one.
one that's coming to next month.
Sure, perfect.
I
He's
heard
that
that.
walking.
Yeah.
No, that's it, he does all of them.
Okay, so then we'll all get to meet him then. Perfect. Anything ever?
Oh, Nick is the one that.
He, land to get anywhere with, it doesn't have to be adjacent
That's your question then.
It needs to be in our watershed.
to it. Okay.
So.
So we can't put it in your
Because
backyard.
land is going to be low price, so that's why we have to take a look at the price, see how much we need for acres.
Right.
The real estimate was higher phosphorus and TSS, we now things dropping, so we need to do less land. So, yes, so to be continued.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Anything else from you, Dean?
No.
Okay.
It's good, food, so.
Okay. Constables report.
So on April 10th, I got some kids together, and Bonnie and I went and picked up the trash on the trail between Claus Street and Fair Road. She was notified that the after people did not want to have to do that area. So we did collect 2 bags of garbage from the trail and 4 from the ditch across from the trail. April 15th, received a call about a dog fight, and I went to both parties, talked to them about it, and have this information on getting a dog license. April 18th, I worked with the yard waste with Bonnie and Jim. April 20th, received a call to a trailer in the trailer park that the foundation was washing away underneath their trailer. So Bonnie and I went and checked it out, and it is washing away underneath the trailer. So Bonnie contacted the trailer and told them something needs to be done with that. So April 24th, I talked to Stephanie about serving some people with notice to rehome their roosters in the village, in the residential area. And I told her about the nuisance ordinance, and she checked it, and so I served 2 different families with copies of the nuisance ordinance, and I'm getting them until May 15th to rehome their roosters. And then I've been working with the resident down on Highway 96 for his chickens. He had a little issue because he broke his foot, and then all the rains came, so he couldn't get the fencing. So I was giving him a lot of time, but he's pretty much got it under control now, except for they keep sneaking out the back. So he's gonna get some more fencing, but they are already contained. And what I thought was his over at the neighbors is not his, but our neighbors' chickens. So they haven't been by the road as of yet, but once they do, I'll go talk to them too. Nothing more to
Zoning administrator's report.
The planning commission met on Monday, May 8th. Their reports, no CSMs at this time. Update from Brown County Planning Commission. Gary mentioned that there's a major amendment that's coming up. They also mentioned they are in the process of approving funding for roads and bypass. Bill asked Gary if he had anything to do with the road planning, and Gary said no. Review and discuss request from Dirk Bartolozzi to put driveway off of First Street Road to his property in the town of Rockland. PC mentioned that Dirk may have to pay for the upgrade of the road to his property, Bill mentioned to set up a meeting with Jeanette Costi because her driveway already runs off the end of the road. 5 was review and discuss request from Dave Van Wert to review ordinance to adjust setbacks, require a larger setback for larger buildings. The PC asked what the other municipalities have for their setbacks, and that's to check out other municipalities. Bill made a motion to table to the next one, second by Gary. Business from the floor, Mike Way asked about Ridge Point property, if he would be able to build condos on property. Planning Commission mentioned he would have to talk to DNR and Brown County to find out how close he can get to the floodplain. Wayne Kessler asked about data centers and the possibility of data center in the town of Wrightstown. Planning Commission mentioned that we have not received any proposals from any data centers. Jake asked if Spectrum will fix ditches after their installation of fiber optic. Bill stated it will be 4 months before their hired landscape companies will get them fixed. And for that one, Spectrum did stop by my house last week, Friday, I believe, during the process of finding out who all wants to be hooked up to Spectrum. It sounds like they're going to install the month of June, and then after that, so between the end of June and middle of July, end of July, they should have all the ditches fixed. So that's why they're not doing anything in the ditches now, is because of the install. They don't want to come in and have to rip them up again. So once the install is done, then they'll come back and have all the ditches fixed. Some of them are pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And when the guy talked to me, I asked him who he could talk to if they don't get fixed. So he gave me the number to Spectrum, to their construction division. If they're not fixed by the middle of July or end of July, I'll make a phone call to them so that they get done. So I also wanted to mention that I received a complaint about building permit costs again. This couple was building a shed the size of 36 by 60, and it sounds like the building permit cost was quite high. They also applied for an electrical permit, so that was part of the reason. And then Glenn Gertz is asking if he can put, or if we can put up a separate fire address by the communication tower on his property, because if something would ever happen, then they need to call the emergency vehicles out, they give them the address and show up this place, not the communications tower. So, I guess I'm assuming that is to go up and get an address first. And then also Matt McLean, the owner of Valley's, asked if he could get a separate address for the department above the bar, because he doesn't want, with the delivery of packages from Amazon and stuff like that, he doesn't want those delivered in the bar. He would much rather them delivered to the apartment. But they'll still keep the PO box, so the mail goes to the PO box, not the address.
So what do they do now, A&B?
Was that?
What do they do now, A&B?
I don't know what
Or
is.
is bar and A, or, I mean, how?
I'm assuming the bar has a separate address, and then the apartment has a PO box address. So all their mail goes to the post office, to the PO box. And when they order packages like off Amazon, they want to use the bar's address, so they get delivered to the bar, so he's got packages inside the bar. And when customers come in,
You can't guarantee that packaging or not.
correct, exactly. And I'm sure he doesn't want to watch for Amazon to come every day and have to run it upstairs.
Yeah.
So I think what he's doing is he's asking for a separate address for the apartment upstairs, so that they consider using that address for their deliveries, so that they get delivered to where they have to be instead of in front of the bar.
It doesn't have to be an A&B because
It would,
it's the same.
they do one half in Kakana.
Yeah, that's all.
They do one half for the upper floor.
It's 1570 downstairs and 1570 and a half up.
Yeah, but I know the place across the street from me is A&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's A&B. The duplex across the street from me has the same address, and it's A&B.
I think it's just because it's on that block lane. So, I mean, no, but I mean to put it in a whole different address. So be here to make it look like,
Well, I'm not sure what the address of the house is or the address of the corner bar. If there's one in between there, it wouldn't hurt to give them a separate address, and or you can just do the half one.
I have or A&B, I think I whatever they
Shall I circle back around on that, I'll actually look to see if there is any space in between,
Okay.
yeah.
because I think that's really what's gonna matter.
Okay.
I'll go over here and do this.
Yeah, Matt contacted me on that too, and I was thinking, why is he contacting me?
Don't you know, guys?
Yeah, he had mentioned it to me, I don't know, weeks ago.
I even said, well, why don't we got Sean?
Maybe that's why he talked to me about it. So Mounds is 1681, and the corner bar is 1689.
So there's room.
So there is room there if you wanted to give it its own address.
Right.
You know, we could go with like 1683.
Let me reach out to the county, to the annotators,
Okay.
and see if that was okay. I'll put you on the email.
Okay. The same thing with the one with the communication center, you want your communication color, you want me to just go up there and
Yeah. Sean, do you look at address of that communication center?
I did ask when I should.
I can call them.
I didn't come enough to let you go.
I'll just call them tomorrow.
I was in call this afternoon and I did not for it before I left. So I didn't go.
I'll call Ben and see if he has that,
Okay.
or John maybe can have it.
That's all that I have then.
Okay.
Oh.
So we're gonna change that from 3 to number 9.
Okay. Treasurer's report.
There's been no big changes for, the statement report. I wasn't able to update the LGIP account, but got some website down, so I'm not able to log in, but I will make sure that that already, up and running, and then, I will actually, it was not able to send things or scrap it, so I don't know.
Can I get a motion to accept the resignation for Rachel?
I make a motion to accept the resignation for Rachel.
And the effective date is May 31st.
Motion is carried. Good luck to you, Rachel.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel.
Oh, you're
And then you order together, that's for change, and then you can.
Okay. Okay, review, discuss, and approve the request.
Yeah, sorry.
Review, discuss, and approve the request from Don and Joan Frisch to rezone from exclusive ag to ag res, a portion of lot 8 and part of the David Burgess Way of Oakview Acres Estate, a county plat 1 page 261, document 25233159, and part of southwest quarter of the southeast border and the southeast border of the southeast border, section 32, T 22N-R, 20E, in the village of Greenleaf for the purpose of constructing a single-family dwelling. We, had a hearing on that earlier, before this meeting, there was no public comment. So, did we have anything to say about that? Yea or nay, says. You're okay with it?
I don't see a problem with it.
So, okay, we get a motion to approve the rezone.
I make a motion to approve the rezone for John and Joan Frisch.
second the motion.
Okay, motion is carried. Review, discuss the possible action on resolution number 2026-05 regarding the establishment of a 365-day expiration date for utility permit.
So we talked about that last meeting, that we were gonna put a date on the utility permits to expire 365 days, that's right, next year.
Well, I do think we need an expiration date on there, yeah.
I think so too, it can't go open because there's so many different communication things going on and advancements, and they should be able to work out the permit.
Correct.
There's no reason it need any project.
Well, and I don't know if any utility permits that do not expire.
Right. And 365 days is a good amount of time. Yeah.
You know, hardship, they can always also
Right.
go for a variance.
Anything else? Okay. Can I get a motion to approve resolution number 2026-05 regarding the statute of a 365-day expiration date for utility permit?
I make a motion to approve resolution 2026-05.
Second the motion.
Motion is carried.
That's my consent.
Yeah, you can send that anywhere, okay.
Okay. Intergovernmental cooperation agreement, the village board may entertain a motion to convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State 19.85 for the purpose of referring to legal counsel who is providing oral or written advice concerning strategy to adopt with respect to litigation in which the village is or is likely to become involved. And because our attorney is not here, we are going to still have we're still going into closed session, but we're going to bring our counsel into the meeting. Village President, Village President Bonnie asked for a motion to convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin State Statute 19.851G. Make a motion to convene into closed session.
Make a motion to convene in closed session.
Second motion.
Okay.
And the board's going to close session at 5:56.
Okay. Yeah, he saw entertained.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because now we're dragging right back. Right there. Okay.
Village President Bonnie Crossman requests a motion to reconvene to open session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.852. Make motion to reconvene.
Motion to reconvene in open session.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Or convene in open session at 6:20 PM. Okay. Review, discuss, and possible action on resolution number 2026-04 to adopt a maximum fee schedule for court costs collectible in municipal court actions.
The state of Wisconsin changed the percentage that we can charge, so we are it's just a change on the percentage, so it's what we can collect. So that is required by York County Municipal Court.
Can I get a motion on, resolution 2026-04 to adopt the maximum fee schedule for court costs collectible in municipal court actions?
Those costs are attached.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2026-04.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Review, discuss possible action, agreement for ambulance service with county rescue 2027 through 2031.
Okay, I sent you guys that. Our per capita rate for 2026 is $14.69, and for 27 they need to only $20 for our per capita. They, from the sound of what I've read, is that they're losing.
Yeah.
They're not making any money, and they're taking on costs that they can't continue taking on.
And it is a necessity, we have to have it.
Is
Not a lot.
the per capita rate, did that jump that high because we're taking on the home?
No,
Or is that just,
No,
that covers their costs?
to cover their costs. You know, if you let $5.99 a gallon, and the workman's comp going up, all kinds of things going on. They need to remove some of their costs, that their expenditures that they have out. And then with the 5-year contract, it's a 5% annual increase.
Yeah, like I said, it's pretty much a necessity there. Somebody wants to take that. And I do not.
Their personnel are severely underpaid.
Very,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so, can I get a motion to, approve agreement for the ambulance services with county rescue for 2027 through 2031?
I make a motion to approve the agreement with county rescue, the ambulance service for 2026 through 2027 through 2031.
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Review, discuss, and possible action on outdoor warning sirens currently installed at Greenleaf Volunteer Fire Department property at 1667 Day Street.
May I approach? I sent everybody coverage area warning map, and it's pretty well self-explanatory. Just taking a look at it, just review, there's effective range and audible range. Effective range is definitely hearing, with some variables, wind conditions, everything else. And then the audible range is if you're outside, you can hear. It's not going to stand out, you won't have to hear it. Look at alternate, I talked to Bill from the siren company, look at alternate locations. One at the top of Ledge Hill, and it's going to be how you're going to go over your area you're trying to cover. Look at putting it here. If you kept the old siren, you have no 3-phase forward here, it's going to be costly to put it here. As far as the new siren, if you purchase that Eclipse 8, that siren is going to do exactly the same thing. Try to do the same coverage that you have today. If you go with the rotator, which is $3,200 more, that gives you a lot more coverage, and you can see on that. I asked some of these communities what they're putting in, and everybody now, if you're going to new siren, is putting in a rotator. They haven't had any problems with. I talked to Allentown, I talked to Town Lawrence, they got several, I talked to Ledgeview, they got numerous ones, and they just operate pretty decently. Okay, as far as what the county will do for you, they will inspect that siren every 3 years. If it's not working, you call them up, they will come out, make sure there's power, make sure the fuses are put in, and everything else. And they will replace and maintain the batteries when the siren itself. Now, with the reconstruction at the firehouse, we got backed off a little bit because of major snowstorm and all the rain. So I don't need any answers tonight. Still got time to think over it. At some point, we're going to have to make a decision because the electricians are going to have to decide. Are we saying 3-phase? We just need a 15 amp breaker to run it. And so that's kind of where we stand.
Yeah.
We don't need to know anything tonight.
And I actually made some tweet on that.
Yeah, and I'd like to reach out to Tom too, to see if they would entertain an idea of putting us a little bit.
Guys, things got along, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All them wallflowers.
What did you get?
Where are we starting off here?
Probably, I can't quite say it. We're hoping in June, but they just got delayed with all this weather that we've had. So it'll take a little bit and then catch up. And then what they are going to do is they will start on the addition. So once that's done, we can move our trucks into the addition, and then they'll start with the department.
So you don't really have to have a decision until they start off. I mean, it will be before, before we start.
Possibly, it depends on the electricians that come in there and start wiring, because that's when yes.
And that's how you get the town, that's why.
So what happens to the
You'll need
whole
to check it.
You're gonna wrap it up.
yard?
You put it down here in your antique case. But, you know, with the old siren, it's a dependable thing.
And I've heard if you keep them maintained, they
Yeah.
don't actually.
But there are several problems with it. That siren, if the bearings will go out, they no longer make bearings for it. They have to make parts of that since 1985. So then you can find bearings that fit in there, but they're not meant to spend $3,500.
How old is it?
7 years. Yeah.
70 years?
7 years. And then the starter on it, that's readily available. So that's not a problem, that will go out. The system controller, if that goes out, what they're starting to see is the decoder, which decodes the tones that they send out, go bad. Now you gotta keep in mind, the one we have is 42 years old, because we were the first siren in our county on the outdoor.
Yeah. Still like to get a little
Yeah, we'll try to give you as much time as possible. That way you can put your notes in. Okay. If I hear something can give you better, contact sessions, you can message.
Perfect, thanks, John.
All right.
Thank you.
Catch you later. Bye-bye. You have to always go away.
And a motion to table home overlay sign until June.
I make a motion to table the,
Second motion.
Motion is carried. Correspondence. FEMA National Flood Insurance Program.
If you might email me with a national flood insurance program, I wasn't even aware that I have a national flood insurance program. It does not cost anything to join. So I think that is something that we should definitely do.
After this last year, yeah.
Yep. It's pretty easy. It's a couple resolutions and an application. I figured that process wrong if you guys would like. But I think it is something we should be.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
No, it's something that would help with wastewater treatment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
But,
that's
you
gonna be-
know, eventually what will happen is you have to be a part of it, and then if you're not, then you go around and say, oh, look, I'm a part of this.
Oh, yeah, we were.
So if we just take care of it now,
Yes.
then we're ready to go if it ever comes to that, because I don't like the hurry.
No.
So would you guys like me to get the ball rolling on joining the national insurance program through FEMA? Okay, can I get a motion?
I make a motion to,
To enroll in the program?
enroll in the FEMA, flood or FEMA insurance program.
Second.
Motion's carried.
Wonderful.
Okay, public comment. Items may need to be addressed at a future meeting.
Yes.
Dave has something?
We've got a guy cleaning that brush up behind the old town hall. I offered him $200 to do it, or he wanted $200 to do it, so I said do it. So we just gave him a motion to write a check for him.
Is, I'll need some information from her.
So you need like a bill almost?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, I need a bill for it.
Yep.
I will get a bill from him.
The timeline and.
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
Yep, when you did it,
Yeah.
you can just email it to me.
Yeah, Bob and I are probably work, went over there and looked at what the leaves and whatnot, clean this all
So you
up.
asked the boss.
Yeah, yeah, Bob the boss.
All right, now I feel good.
And you can take your father back there and Kate.
Oh, you're gonna take the tires out of there too?
And Bob's gonna take care of it. No, it's.
I know somebody who can help you.
It's
It's not down here on the street where the dumpsters are. Okay, yep, just have them send that over.
Okay, Ryan?
Is there a timeline for the parking lot construction?
I got it.
Okay,
I left the contract up there, or a start date and stuff, from MCC. Met with them this morning, with Ryan Shazinski, and they'll be starting the Tuesday after, Memorial Day. And it'll be about, I think the deadline on there is that it'll be right before our next meeting,
right.
next town meeting. They got all the contract, Robert E. Lee is going to do the inspection, following it up, making sure, that everything is done, but they plan on starting the Tuesday after Memorial Day. So
2 weeks.
it'll be done, probably in 2 weeks.
And then done 2 more.
So,
Nice.
Really?
and then,
That's what he said.
one other thing,
That's what
we got the road bids for, chip sealing, wedging, blacktopping, and I don't know if we got any gravel bids, but, at the town board meeting, we'll be opening them up. Last year, we did the same thing, we split it in half. They know which roads are in the town and which roads are in the village, so they'll be split. And these are the bids that we got from Harner, Northeast, Scott Construction. So we'll be opening up at our town board meeting.
Thanks, Bill.
Bonnie, I have something?
Yes.
Julie Carter, 1384 Fair Road. I was just curious if anyone on the board has had any conversations concerning high value wealth in the area.
No. No. No.
You need a permit to draw a well, or like have a well location.
I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh.
And we have to go to county. Does that go through like a planning commission or?
I think that's gotta come from the county.
To the county, and do they let you guys know, or?
I haven't dealt with that at all, so I'm not sure how that works.
Sorry.
No, Just get permits,
Yeah, well, not sure else I know. Just I think that's all county.
And I've never dealt with all stuff, I'll be honest.
Right.
But then have to come to the village.
It would have to come after.
So,
Yeah.
They.
no that ask for any of it.
No. No. So like if someone's building a new house,
No.
so if someone's building a new house, that would go through the county and then they would, that would kind of be a part of your package or.
Right, would they be pushing over from the village, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm picturing it, right, since they're.
Yep.
You know, obviously, Red Sox is a lot going on with data centers. There's some emails that literally while we were all here having conversations, an open records report was just pulled that Travis was, literally went over to Travis, like literally the same day. So I'm just curious on what the process is for annexing. As far as I know, it's for taking your land, right? Or what kind of notifications, or you can help educate us a little bit on how Wrightstown might annex land, like if it's touching.
So that may be the next meeting.
Yeah, Bill, speak to that. Bill can, come on.
Yeah. Well, so just in general,
Let's wait, hold up. Go ahead, Bill.
Go ahead, Bill.
There's really, from what I've seen in the annexation request, the petitioner, the property owner, files a petition with the Department of Administration. We're notified that they're annexing it, and that's not it.
is the Department of Administration through Brown County.
Nope, that's the state level.
Yeah, 'cause I know it's kind of more like, we should know this, like, it's not really, it's not an option, but, and then you guys kind of notice when it's like, here's the money for the property taxes.
Well, no, they notify us, and I go notify you, I think the file is back, there was some annexation people in from past annexations. But, they notify us when the petition is filed, and then I think there's a period of time that goes by, I'm not sure, right offhand. But, then, the Department of Administration grants the annexation, and then we let them know how much their taxes would be for the next 5 years on that property at our tax rate for farm property. That's about it.
Do those notifications between like telling you that the permit is happening and then not happening, does that like go on an agenda, or is that just like another behind the scenes kind of thing?
Another behind the scenes,
So you can notice after it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know, I'm not sure if they notify us when the petition is filed, or if the petition is filed and it's annexed at the same time, and then we're notified. I don't know right now.
It's state level.
It's state level. And I mean, if you want me to check into it, I can check into it, send me an email, and I'll give you.
Yeah, we chatted a little bit. You need it.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Yeah.
Anything else from out there? I have one thing to share. If you notice, there's a trophy over there.
Yeah.
Well, April 16th, Village of Greenleaf and the Village of Swallow were awarded the Project Boat of Brown County, Wisconsin Water Challenge trophies. And, the two municipalities had the highest voter turnout percentages in their respective categories for the April 7th election. Greenleaf's turnout was 47.5% of registered voters, with the best among municipalities in the Green Division, which includes Brown County municipalities with populations below 10,000. The voter turnout, okay, so I'm going He's very nice, though. And then they just say congratulations to Greenleaf and Jungle on their voter count. And I went to the Brown County Courthouse and was given that trophy, and this is up by Patrick. So, it's a traveling trophy, so we don't keep it. So it only stays until the fall election.
You gotta earn it, keep it.
Yes, everybody in the village, keep going, because only go once though, only once.
And Bonnie, I want to thank you for going to accept that trophy because I was supposed to do it and I was very ill.
I could tell that on your phone call. Yeah. So, way to go, Village of Greenleaf.
Yes.
All right.
Is one thing, the fire extinguishers, but they're not all with the same company.
They are.
We were saying they are not. We were going to replace.
Like always.
Always. I call Kathy on that.
Yep. They got us on the schedule up and he will call you.
Yeah.
And then you guys will go around together.
Yeah.
How's that for you?
That's easy.
Well, it's 14, calm down. Yeah, I think she said that you'd be contacting you in June. So. We'll be contacting you in June, the end of May.
June, okay.
End of May, beginning of June, she said.
Good.
Sorry, Rob.
Anything else from anyone?
Good luck in Texas.
Yes. Have Rachel in there.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you very much. Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn the Village of Greenleaf?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second motion.
The meeting is adjourned at 6:42 PM. Thank you all.